incidents on your road, which is related to uh, an electric vehicle or hybrid electric vehicle, where uh, any of these vehicles may have been in an accident and may be in a dangerous situation.
Mm-hmm.
There's a certain way that you'd approach these vehicles, and a certain way that you'd have to attend to a fire
Mm-hmm.
if a fire exists in some of these incidents. So we are there to train the public. We offer various types of training. So you can have a basic level of training where you can just have an introduction into electric vehicles. And this is at a very basic level. So you don't need much of a technical qualification to enter that sort of awareness type of training.
Mm-hmm.
We have higher levels where they become more technical, where you're able to test certain components of the vehicles and perform technical functions on the vehicles.
Mm-hmm.
And you go up to much higher levels where you become very competent on these vehicles and able to repair them and actually become proficient in diagnosis and repairs of hybrid electric vehicles and electric vehicles.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Speaking of that, actually, before we even move on to it, can you give me like is there probably a list of probably real life careers or jobs that people can go to after completing the training at ChrisnelSA?
Yes, there's a really a huge list, especially with this becoming more prominent on our roads and a new product on our market.
Mm-hmm.
There's definitely going to be a greater demand for technical experts on these vehicles, especially when it comes to road accidents. South Africa
Mm-hmm.
has a fair amount of road accidents, and you're going to find these vehicles entering accidents as well.
Mm-hmm.
Statistically, it's just going to happen. Uh, you're going to need that specific training and that more advanced training to attend to these vehicles.
Oh yeah.
Where these vehicles are in incidents, you really need special types of equipment to attend to fires and hazards when it comes to these vehicles. Just remember, these vehicles are carrying about voltages in the region of about 300 volts
Mm,
upward to about 500 volts. These are very
mm,
high
mm,
voltage,
mm.
very, very risky if you're handling it and you're unaware of what's going on this vehicle. It's a huge risk.
Mm-hmm.
So I think it's very critical for people to learn about this, especially if in the emergency respondent sector.
Mm-hmm.
But also, as they become more popular amongst users, you're gonna need these vehicles serviced and repaired. And at the moment, there's no other training facility that can offer this sort of support.
Okay. 100%. Cecilia, take us through the life of a training administrator. How do you go about? What do you do when you wake up? Where do you go? Yeah.
It's really quite extensive,
Mm-hmm.
job role. So what I do is I not only work on the technical side of understanding, because when you are doing the training, you need to actually know what material you're going to give. So that
Yeah.
understanding, and also I do certain things like assisting with when students come in and inquire. So I'm the voice that many people have heard if they call into ChrisnelSA and ask about the training center,
Mm-hmm.
and also with working with partners. So
Mhm.
we are IMI certified, which is the International Institute of Motor Industry. So basically, I'm there, in the middle part, working with them to
Yeah.
ensure that our facilities are basically run according to the standard that they've given us. So it's all those things that you would see in an administrative role. And I also work with the team closely with
Yeah.
Charisse, and we also have another member, Jacques. So we
Yeah.
really work together, and we ensure that we first of all provide quality training.
Mhm.
Second of all, we ensure that people who come to us for training are satisfied. That's also like my role, to ensure that they have the best experience, they are trained by knowledgeable people in the industry, and also that they leave here knowing that they can really do, as Charisse mentioned, you've got people who work in the road accident side or vehicle repair side, so they need to actually know the pathways afterwards, what happens then. So I'm basically assisting in all those departments.
Okay. Sounds like an interesting job, eh?
Yes.
Must be fun.
Yes, it's very fun.
Yeah.
Also, you learn a lot. You know,
Mhm.
it's really learning progress because it's different from the role that I had on site because you with people, you are in the heat of stuff. But when you go now in the office side, you really are working behind the scenes. So there's
Mhm.
so many things that really need to be worked on a daily,
Yeah.
way, if I can say that. But yeah.
Okay. There's a question from a listener actually. This is coming through from Letabo. So Letabo says, if I'm still in school or just finished matric, what do I need so that I can be able to study or focus on working with electric cars one day? I don't know, Saresh, you want to take that?
Yes.
Yes, so you'll have to have your subjects in science. So,
Mhm.
if you want to pursue a technical career, it would be an advantage if you've done some technical subjects at school. Some schools do offer technical subjects in the automotive industry. It could just be an electrical technical qualifications as well.
Mhm.
Science and maths is an advantage there. If you have science and maths on its own, you can begin the training.
Yeah.
We start from level 1 to level 4, and it also works with work experience. So
Mhm.
from level 2 onward, you'd actually have to have employment, um, and you proceed with your training as you are working. So this is a technical qualification, and it's to attend to vehicles on a technical level. So it goes with your experience in the industry. Yeah, and our facility, like Cecilia was saying, is accredited with the IMI. So we developed our facility based on IMI standards. Completing any qualification would mean that you'd be awarded with a certificate from the IMI. That's the Institute of the Motor Industry in the UK.
Mhm. Okay, 100%. I think you heard it yourself, Letabo. That's where you started off. Make sure that you have marks. You have good marks on your mathematics as well as your science. And yeah, that's basically the gist of it. But nonetheless, we're still hanging out with Cecilia as well as Sarish. So make sure that you don't go anywhere. We're still gonna be hanging out with them until 17 minutes past. So make sure that if you have a question, 0123824936. Also hit us up on our social media, Tshwane FM _official. That's on Instagram, Tshwane FM 936. That is on Facebook as well as on X. You can also go and check out our TikTok page, which is the fastest growing radio TikTok page out there. It's Tshwane FM 93.6. Nonetheless, let's have the conversation right after this. Make sure that you don't go anywhere. This is Tshwane FM 93.6. Electric vehicle, everything hybrid electric vehicle. So make sure that if you have a question for us, make sure you hit us up now, because I'm still joined by Sarish as well as Cecilia in the studio. So they are diving deeper into the understanding of what exactly are we doing there by ChrisnelSA. But before we continue the conversation, right, we're going to do a quick rapid fire questions. You give me one answer, you don't explain, right?
Okay.
All right. First thing you do when you get to the training center.
Check my emails.
Sarish?
Put the heater on.
All right. What's the weirdest electric vehicle myth that you've heard?
The car can randomly catch on fire.
Sarish?
Yeah, I think I heard that one as well. It's catch on fire and you can get stuck anywhere because it's run out of battery.
Hey, what's one electric vehicle part that sounds fake but it's real?
An inverter.
An inverter. It has an inverter.
Yes.
Right. Do you have one?
Yes, the charger.
Wow.
Because okay, I can't explain.
You can
further.
explain.
Yeah.
Okay. One thing that instantly make you cringe in a workshop.
Poor safety habits.
Ish.
It's a big one.
Yeah, that's a huge one, eh? Sarish, you have one?
Just very casual language.
Very casual
workshop.
language.
Yeah.
You preferred professional. I favorite smell between these one: new tires, fresh laptop out of the box. Which one?
New tires.
you ties, ne?
Yeah.